Practice set 1.4. First question. The question is the ratio of the corresponding sides of similar triangles is 3:5. Then find the ratio of their areas. Before this practice set, we studied the theorem of the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles. Before this practice set, we studied the theorem of the areas of similar triangles. Now here, using that theorem, we have to solve the practice set 1.4, and we have the first question. We have given the ratio of the corresponding sides of the two similar triangles, that is 3:5. The two triangles are similar to each other, that is given information, and it is given that the ratio of the corresponding sides is 3:5. Then find the ratio of their areas. As all of you know that by using the theorem of the areas of two similar triangles. What is the theorem? If two triangles are similar to each other, then the ratio of the areas of the given two triangles is equal to the ratio of the square of their corresponding sides. Using this theorem or using this property, we can get the ratio of the areas of the two similar triangles. Here two triangles are similar, that is given information. Since we have to use the theorem of the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, here we can write by using the theorem of the areas of similar triangles by using the theorem of the areas of the two similar triangles. If two triangles are similar to each other, then the ratio of the areas of those two triangles, that is A1 upon A2. This is area of the first triangle and area of the second triangle, that is equal to S1 upon S2 bracket square. S1 upon S2 is the corresponding sides of both the triangles, or you can simply write S1 square upon S2 square. But here we have given S1 is to S2 is equal to 3:5. So we are going to write like this. This is S1 upon S2 whole square. Or first of all, we can write S1 square upon S2 square, and then this is S1 square upon S2 square, and now you can write this as A1 upon A2 is equal to into the bracket S1 upon S2 whole square. You can write like this or you can write like this. We write both the things here. So here now we have to put the value of the corresponding sides. This ratio of the corresponding sides is given 3:5. So we can put the value there. A1 upon A2 is equal to, this is 3 upon 5 bracket square. This is 3 upon 5 bracket square. Now we can write here A1 upon A2, that is the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, is equal to the 3 square is 9 and 5 square is 25. Since A1 is to A2, A1 is to A2, that is equal to A1 is to A2, that is equal to 9 is to 25. So this is all about the first question from the practice set 1.4. It is too easy, as all of you know that. Just we have to take care about that we have studied the four properties in this lesson. At the beginning of this lesson we studied four properties, but at that time the triangles are not similar to each other, and here the triangles are similar to each other. That much difference is there between these properties. We studied four properties of the areas of the two triangles at the beginning of the lesson, and here at the end of the lesson we are studying the property of the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, or you can say it as theorem of the areas of two similar triangles. And we use that theorem and we find the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, and that is 9:25. 25. You can write the final answer into the word. Therefore, the ratio of the areas of the two similar triangles is 9:25. Therefore, ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is 9:25. Now we will take the second question from this practice set 1.4. Second question from practice set 1.4. If triangle ABC similar triangle PQR and AB is to PQ is equal to 2:3, then fill in the blanks. We have given an activity to fill the blanks. The given information is two triangles are similar to each other. We have given the ratio of the corresponding sides, that is 2:3, and now we have to fill in the blanks. As we all of you know that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, is equal to ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So here we have given the ratio area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR. Both the triangles are similar to each other. Since the ratio of the areas of these two triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides, and here we have given AB square. So which is the corresponding side of AB? In the numerator we have AB square. So corresponding side of AB is PQ. Since we have AB square here, we have to write PQ square here. The ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. So here we write AB square upon PQ square. In the first box we have to write PQ square. Now here we have given the value of AB is to PQ, that is 2:3, and square of the AB square upon PQ square is given. So 2 square upon 3 square. Now here we have to write 2 square, that is 4, and here we have to write 3 square, that is 9. So this is all about the second example, which is an activity. Third example, it is also an activity. Now here we have given the same two triangles ABC and PQR. They are similar to each other. Question third, if triangle ABC similar triangle PQR and area of triangle ABC is given 80, area of triangle PQR is given 125, then fill in the box or then fill in the blanks. Now here we have given the two triangles are similar to each other, and we have given the ratio of the areas of those two triangles, similar triangles, that is 80 upon 125. So here we have given the name of the triangle ABC in the numerator, since we have to write the name of the triangle PQR into the denominator. So here we will write area of triangle PQR. Now area of triangle ABC is given 80 and area of triangle PQR is given 125. So write the value of AB upon PQ. AB and PQ are the corresponding sides of the similar triangles. AB and PQ are the corresponding sides of the two similar triangles, and we know that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So here we need not write anything, just we have to fill in the blanks, fill in the boxes, whatever the empty boxes are there, that we have to fill. So how we can write the answer of that question? Now here we have area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to 80 upon 125, which is equal to AB square upon PQ square. We know that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. That is AB square upon PQ square is equal to 80 upon 125. On the rough page you can write that AB square upon PQ square, here area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR, that is equal to AB square upon PQ square. We have given this value, that is 80 upon 125. It is equal to AB square upon PQ square, and now we have to get the value of AB upon PQ. So you can take the square root, but here we cannot find the square roots of 80 and 125. So we have to simplify this ratio first. Both the numbers are divisible by 5. This is 5 1s are 5, 5 6s are 30, and here 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. We have 16 upon 25, it is equal to AB square upon PQ square. And now we can take the square root of both the sides and we will get AB upon PQ. Square root of AB square is AB, square root of PQ square is PQ. Square root of 16 is 4 upon square root of 25 is 5. Since AB upon PQ is equal to 4 upon 5. AB upon PQ is equal to 4 upon 5. This is the square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. But we are unable to take the square root of 80 and 125. So first we simplify that ratio. Both the numbers are divisible by 5. So we get 16 upon 25. And now taking the square root of both the sides, we get AB upon PQ is equal to 4 upon 5. So here we have to write 4 upon 5. These calculations we cannot write here as it is an activity. Just we have to fill the blanks. So we fill the blanks, that is AB upon PQ is equal to 4 upon 5. So this is all about the third question, third example. Now we have question number 4. Example number 4. The question is triangle LMN similar triangle PQR, that is given information. It is also given that 9 times the area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 times the area of triangle LMN. If QR is equal to 20, then find MEN. Now both these triangles are similar to each other. Both the triangles are similar to each other, and we have given that 9 into area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 into area of triangle LMN. So we will write the given information first here. We have given that triangle LMN similar triangle PQR, that is given information. It is also given that 9 times the area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 times the area of triangle LMN, that is given information. Now we will transfer this area of triangle LMN, this term, to the left side, and we will transfer this 9 to the right side. So we will get areas to the left side and the constant numbers to the right side. So here we will get area of triangle PQR upon area of triangle LMN. Area of triangle LMN. We transfer this term, area of triangle LMN, to the left side. And now we have to transfer this 9 to the right side. So we will get 16 upon 9. This is the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, that is 16 upon 9. And as we know that if two triangles are similar to each other, by using the theorem of the areas of similar triangles, the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the squares, ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So here we have to use the property, we have to put the values there, and which corresponding sides we have to use, that is QR and MEN. QR is given and MEN we have to find. Here QR and MEN are the corresponding sides. QR is given and we have to find MEN. So we will use the theorem. Here we will write by using theorem of areas of similar triangles. By using theorem of the areas of two similar triangles, and we know that when the two triangles are similar to each other, at that time the ratio of the areas of those two triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So here we can write area of triangle PQR upon area of triangle LMN, it is equal to square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. So which corresponding sides we have to use there? QR and MEN. QR and MEN, these two sides we have to use here. So we will write QR square into the numerator divided by corresponding side of QR is MEN. So we will write MEN square into the denominator. Now put the values here. We know that area of triangle PQR upon area of triangle LMN is given 16 upon 9. It is equal to area of triangle PQR upon area of triangle LMN. It is given, that is 16 upon 9 is equal to QR is given 20 square of it, 20 square, divided by MEN we have to find, so MEN square remains as it is. Now taking square root of both the sides, taking square roots of both the sides, we will get 4 upon 3 is equal to 20 upon MEN. 4 upon 3 is equal to square root of 20 square is 20. Here we have 20 square and square root is 20 only. MEN square is there, square root of MEN square is MEN only. Now take the cross multiplication and find the value of MEN. So here we have 4 multiplied by MEN is equals to 3 multiplied by 20. After cross multiplication we get 4 multiplied by MEN, that is equal to 3 multiplied by 20. And now for finding MEN we will transfer this 4 to the right side and we will get MEN is equal to is 3 into 20 upon 4. This 4 1s are 4, 4 5s are 20, and we have MEN is equal to 3 into 5, that is 15 units. MEN is equal to 15 units. So this is all about the example number 4. We have to find the side MEN and we find the length of the side MEN, that is 15 units. Now we will take the next question, that is question number 5 from practice set 1.4. The question is, areas of two similar triangles are 225 square centimeter and 81 square centimeter respectively. If a side of smaller triangle is 12 centimeter, then find the corresponding side of bigger triangle. That is the question which we have given, that is question number 5. And here we have to find the side of the bigger triangle, corresponding side of the bigger triangle. Here, as the given information is, two similar triangles we have given. Both the triangles are similar to each other. One triangle is bigger and another triangle is smaller. Here the first triangle is bigger, that is area is 225, and the second triangle is smaller one. From the areas we can understand which one is bigger triangle and which one is smaller triangle. That is very important. And while using the theorem, each and every example from this practice set is depend upon the theorem of the areas of similar triangles. Everywhere we have to use the same theorem. Once again I am going to repeat that we studied 4 properties of the ratios of the areas of two triangles in the beginning of this lesson. In these 4 properties, the triangles are not similar to each other. And here in the end of this lesson similarity, we studied the theorem of the areas of two similar triangles. Now here the triangles are similar. When the triangles are similar, at that time the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. When the triangles are similar, at that time we have to take the ratio of the squares of the corresponding sides. That is very important. Now here the information which we have available, that both the triangles are similar to each other. First one is bigger triangle, second one is smaller triangle, and we have to use, since both the triangles are similar to each other, we have to use the theorem of the areas of similar triangles. So here we will write by using theorem of areas of similar triangles, by using theorem of the areas of similar triangles. Now we can write the statement as A1 upon A2, that is the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles. A1 upon A2, that is the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles, is equal to the squares of the ratio of their corresponding sides, that is S1 square upon S2 square. A1 upon A2 is equal to S1 square upon S2 square, and now put the values there. A1, that is first triangle which is bigger, so the area of that triangle is given 225 upon A2 is the smaller triangle and the area is given 81. So here 81, it is equal to side of the bigger triangle we have to find. Side of the bigger triangle, that is we have to find. So S1 square as it is. Here S1 square remains as it is, since we have to find. See, this is the bigger triangle. Area is bigger means the corresponding side of the bigger triangle is into the numerator, that is S1 is the corresponding side of the bigger triangle which we have to find, and the smaller triangle side is given 12. So here we have to write 12 square. We have to write S2 is 12, that is 12 square. Now we have to calculate it and find the S1. So taking square root of both the sides. Take both the sides. Square root of 225 is 15 upon square root of 81 is 9. It is equal to square root of S1 square is S1 only divided by square root of 12 square is 12 only. Now taking cross multiplication, 9 into S1 is equal to 12 multiplied by 15. This is S1 is equal to product of these two numbers is 180 divided by 9. This 9 is here in multiplication. If we transfer it, it will went into the division. So we have 180 upon 9. This S1 is equal to 20 centimeter. The unit is given in centimeter, since the corresponding side of the bigger triangle is 20 centimeter. Here we will write the answer into the words corresponding side of bigger triangle is 20 centimeter. So this is all about the example number 5. Now we will take the example number 6. Question number 6 from practice set 1.4. The question is, triangle ABC and triangle DEF are equilateral triangles. If area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle DEF is equal to 1:2 and AB is equal to 4, then find DE. Here we have given side AB and we have to find side DE, which are the corresponding sides of these two triangles. But the important thing is here, it is very important that the triangles are not similar. That is not given. It is given that triangle ABC and triangle DEF are equilateral triangles. It is given that both these triangles ABC and DEF are the equilateral triangles. The ratio of their areas is given 1:2. We have given the length of side AB and we have to find the length of corresponding side DE. But it is very important that the triangles are not given similar, but we can definitely say that the triangles are similar to each other, since the given information, first we will write the given information. What is the given information? Triangle ABC and triangle DEF, triangle ABC and triangle DEF are equilateral triangle, that is the given information. Are equilateral triangle, that is given information, and equilateral triangles are always similar to each other. Equilateral triangles are always similar to each other, since each and every angle of equilateral triangle measures 60 degree. Here triangle ABC is equilateral, means angle A, angle B, angle C, all the angles are having measurement 60 degree. And DEF is also equilateral triangle. It means that each and every angle of triangle DEF is also measures 60 degree, since both the triangles are similar to each other by A similarity test. But that is not necessary to write here. Directly we can write, since ABC and DEF are equilateral triangles, they are similar to each other. Here we can write, therefore triangle ABC similar triangle DEF. It is very important, since the equilateral triangles are always similar to each other. You can write the statement here, equilateral triangles are similar to each other. That is not necessary to write, it is simple, it is very easy, so no need to write that. Or you can write also for your kind of information. Now, and we know that if two triangles are similar to each other, then the ratio of the areas of these two triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So, using that theorem, we can easily find the measurement of segment DE. Here we can write the remaining given information. That is, we have given area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle DEF is equal to 1:2. That is given information. It is also given that AB is equal to 4. Find DE. AB is equal to given 4, and we have to find the length of segment DE. That we have to find. Now, by using the theorem of areas of similar triangles, by using theorem of areas of similar triangles, by using theorem of areas of similar triangles, we can write area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF is equal to which corresponding sides we have to use there? AB and DE. Since AB is given and DE we have to find, so we have to use that sides only there. So here we can write AB square upon DE square. AB square upon DE square. Now put the values. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF is given 1:2. So here we can write 1/2 is equals to AB is given 4. So here we can write 4 square upon DE square as it is. Taking square root of both the sides. Taking square root of both the sides. Square root of 1 is 1 upon square root of 2 is not possible to find, since we can write square root of 2. It is equal to, here we have 4 square and square root of it is 4 only. Here we have DE square and square root of DE square is DE only. Now taking cross multiplication, DE into 1, that is DE, is equal to 4 multiplied by root 2, that is 4 root 2, and since the unit is not given, we can write units. DE is equal to 4 root 2 units. So this is all about the example number 6. Now we will take the example number 7, which is the last example from this practice set 1.4, and it is an activity. Question number 7 from practice set 1.4. The question is, in figure 1.66, seg PQ is parallel to DE. This seg PQ is parallel to DE. Here we have point E and here we have point F, that is PQ is parallel to DE, that is given information. Area of triangle PQF is given 20 units. PF is equal to 2dp, that is given information. Then find area of quadrilateral DPQE by completing the following activity. Now here we have given the whole solution and just we have to fill in the blanks. But suppose that we do not have given solution, then how we can find the answer or how we can write the answer? It is too easy. The whole answer is in front of you and just we have to fill in the blanks. You can easily fill. But suppose this same example is asked in the exam as an example, as not an activity. It is an activity. So we can easily write the answer. But suppose it is asked as an example. So how we can find the answer? That we have to discuss first and then we will fill the blanks. We will discuss first. Suppose the answer is not given here and we have to find the area of quadrilateral DPQE. So how we can find this area of quadrilateral DPQE? So for that, what we have to do? We have to subtract the area of the smaller triangle PQF or PFQ from the bigger triangle DEF. From this bigger triangle DEF, we have to subtract this much part, that is area of triangle PFQ, to get the area of quadrilateral DPQE. And now since we are getting the area of quadrilateral DPQE such that quadrilateral area of triangle DEF minus area of triangle PFQ, we have to get both the areas of the triangles, that is bigger triangles area and smaller triangles area. So how we can get that area, that is also important. How we will get the area of triangle PFQ, how we will get the area of triangle DEF. So for finding these areas, see here we have given area of triangle PQF. One area is given here, PQF. So how we will find the area of bigger triangle? So here what we have to do first, we have to show that this smaller triangle is similar with this bigger triangle. We have to show that into the first step, we have to show that this smaller triangle PFQ is similar to the triangle DFE, that we have to prove. How we can prove that? How we will prove that this triangle DFE is similar to the triangle PFQ? Since it is given that PQ is parallel to DE, we are able to say that this angle is congruent with this angle, and the reason is corresponding angles made by the transversal of two parallel lines. And then we have a common angle. Angle F is in smaller triangle and that is in bigger triangle also. So both the triangles are similar to each other by AA test. Into the first step, what we have to do? Since our answer is related with the areas of those two triangles, we have to use the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles theorem. But before using that theorem, we have to prove that these two triangles are similar to each other, and we can easily prove that both the triangles are similar to each other by AA test. After proving that both the triangles are similar to each other, we have to use the theorem of areas of similar triangles. That is, area of triangle DFE upon area of triangle PFQ is equal to square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. We have to use the corresponding sides there. Which corresponding sides we have to use? Since here we have given that PF is equal to 2dp, it is very important which sides we have to use there. We prove that both the triangles are similar to each other, but which corresponding sides we have to use there? Since the given information is PF is equal to 2dp, we will consider that dp is equal to x, and so pf is equal to 2x. Since pf is double of dp, if we consider that dp is equal to x, then pf is double the dp, so that is 2x. Now here which two sides we get? We get the side pf of smaller triangle and we get the side df of bigger triangle. df is equal to x plus 2x, that is 3x, and pf is equal to 2x. Since we have to use these two sides, we have to use this information. In the first step, this is the first step only. What we have to do in the first step, we have to show that the smaller triangle is similar with the bigger triangle, and then we have to use the area of the theorem of the areas of similar triangles. But in that theorem, which sides we have to use, that is very important. We have to use these sides PF and DF, that is area of triangle DFE upon area of triangle PFQ is equal to DF square upon PF square, that is equation 1, and there we have to stop. There we have to stop. We have to represent that as equation 1, and then we have to find this PF and DF. How we have to find that PF and DF? First of all, we have to consider that let dp is equal to x. If dp is x, then PF is equal to 2 into x, that is 2x. PF is equal to 2x, that is given information. आपण याला x consider केलं तर हा 2x येतो आणि total side FD किती मिळते? 3x, that is by using relation of betweenness. Now we have to put these values in equation 1. In the second step, we have to use this information. We have to consider that dp is equal to x, so pf is equal to 2x, so df is equal to 3x. That is the second step. Into the second step, we have to find pf and df. Now after putting these values in equation 1, we have to find the area of triangle DFE, that is area of the bigger triangle, and once we find the area of bigger triangle DFE, you can easily subtract the area of smaller triangle, that is 20, from this bigger triangle's area, and we will get the area of quadrilateral DPQE into the third step. We will divide the answer of this question in 3 steps. In the first step, we have to show that smaller triangle is similar with bigger triangle, and we have to use the ratio of theorem of the areas of two similar triangles, and we have to use the DF and PF sides there. That is important thing. We have to represent it as equation 1. Into the second step, what we have to do? We have to find the corresponding sides, that is PF and DF, by considering DP as x. If DP is x, then PF is 2x, and so DF is 3x. That part we have to write in second step. And into the third step, we have to put these values of sides in the equation 1, and we will get the area of triangle DFE in the second step. Into the third step, we will get the area of triangle DFE. And now simply we can subtract the area of this smaller triangle from the bigger triangle, and you will get the area of quadrilateral DPQE into the third step. So this is all about the example, but here we have given an activity. If it is asked as an example, then how to solve that example we discuss. Now everything is here in front of us, so we can fill the boxes here. Easily we can fill the boxes. Area of triangle PQF is equal to 20 units, PF is equal to 2 dp. Let us assume that dp is equal to x, therefore PF is equal to 2x. If we consider that dp is x, then it is given that PF is twice of dp, that is 2x. Here DF is equal to, see this dp, segment dp, DF is equal to dp plus PF. So here in this box we have to write PF. Now we have to put the values. dp is x and PF is 2x, the sum is 3x. Now in triangle FDE and triangle FPQ, angle FDE, this angle FDE, congruent angle FPQ. So here we have to write angle FPQ, and the reason is corresponding angles. Now angle FED, congruent angle FQP. Here we have to write FQP. Reason is again corresponding angles. So both the triangles FDE and FPQ are similar to each other by a test of similarity. Since area of triangle FDE upon area of triangle FPQ is equal to, we have to write the square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. So here we have to use these corresponding sides, that is DF and PF. So we can write here DF square upon PF square. Now put the values there. DF is 3x, so square of it, PF is 2x square of it, and it is equal to 9 upon 4. Actually it is 9x square upon 4x square. X square gets cancelled, and we have 9 upon 4. Now we transfer this FPQ, area of triangle FPQ, to the right side. So we will get the area of triangle FDE, that is area of triangle FDE is equal to 9 upon 4 into, this is transferred to the right side, and it will become 9 upon 4 into area of triangle FPQ is equal to this 9 upon 4 as it is multiplied by area of triangle FPQ is given 20. So we have to write 20 here. Now here 4 5s are 20, and 5 into 9 is 45. Now area of quadrilateral DPQE is equal to area of bigger triangle FDE minus area of smaller triangle FPQ, that is 45 minus 20 is equals to 25. So this is all about the practice set 1.4. Here we complete the practice set 1.4 and also all the concepts from this lesson similarity. Now into the next video lecture we have to study the problem set 1, that is problem set of similarity. Thank you.